Hello to anybody that even looks like a Sullivan. And that could be a long, long list. It's a big world out there. I'd like to say to our collective good fortunes. And before I start with this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful sentiment to our beloved Bubby, I just want to say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bubby. Happy birthday to you. It reminds me of a story. This guy, I think his name might even have been Bubby. He was playing golf one day on a day not unlike today. 42 degrees with a little wind out of the north. Cold enough to wear gloves, but not too cold to play. So it must have been maybe under the fourth hole. Bubby duck hooks another drive. And he's looking around and he can't find his ball, and he's looking around, he's kicking the leaves around and going behind the trees and looking back at the tee box, getting his sight line, and all of a sudden he hears, yo, hey, you, Bubby, you hitting a Titleist? Much to Bubby's surprise, he looks up and sees a little leprechaun. Just a little. I think all leprechauns are kind of little, but this one was in typical leprechaun size. Bubby says, yes, I am hitting a Titleist Pro V1X number 4, black. He says, it's right here. And not only that, I found your ball, but not only that, Mr. Bubby, it is your lucky day. Well, Bubby, of course, is curious about this turn of events and walks closer and says, really, it's my lucky day. What's the catch? And the leprechaun looks up at Bubby and says, here's the deal. I'm going to grant you one wish, and that wish will be granted provided that you accept the other condition. Bubby says, well, I guess, what have I got to lose? Okay, any wish for just one thing? And he says, yeah, that's the deal. Bubby says, okay, what's the downside? And the little leprechaun says, well, Bubby, your sex life is going to go down the drain. Like RBG. Gone. So Bubby says, I'm in. Well, boom. He turns and the leprechaun is gone. And there sits below his feet a Titleist 4 Pro V1 black. And Bubby pulls out a 4-iron, puts the ball back in his stance, visualizes a right to left hook through the trees, over the trap, to a back left pin placement. And I'll be damned if that ball didn't go in the jar. Boom! Well, Bubby goes on to win the Browns Lake Championship. Probably the GMO, even though it's not even around anymore, but he probably would have won that. All of the major state AM championships, all of those great things. Bubby went on, I think he even won the coaches outing somewhere at Lasonia. It was just amazing. In fact, just to show you, he even got his picture on the cover of Golf Digest. Right there. It was just unbelievable. Well, as luck would have it, a year goes by, and Bubby, of course, now he even beat Tony Romo in a made-for-TV special where Romero Romo caddied even. It was just amazing. Anyway, so a year later, he comes back, of course, like Tony Romo, to Burlington. He wants to, hang out with the locals and be one of the regular guys again. But he's amazing. Comes back and he's out at Browns Lake again. And I think he's on the fourth hole again. And he hit one off to the right. I think it might have hit a tree. Probably the wind took it. But of course, he's not worried about that. He walks over. He cannot find his ball. Well, you know what's going to happen, don't you? That little leprechaun comes back. And Bubby's walking around, kicking the leaves, hands in his pocket, kind of amazed that he can't find his ball, and says, the leprechaun, "Hey, whoa, hey, Bubby, remember me?" And the little leprechaun is, kind of like a wise ass at this point. And Bubby says, "Of course I remember you. You're the little leprechaun that granted me my wish." And the little leprechaun says, "Well, Bubby, how was your year?" He says, "You're not going to believe my year. Golf Digest, unbelievable. I won the Torrey Pines Club Championship, Browns Lake, Rivermore. I beat Ole Adams in a money game, and Mike Kilpin and Jerry Barr, and Doug Feld. All these guys owe me money. It was amazing." Well, the leprechaun was expecting that. But then he said, of course, "Well, Bubby, how was your sex life?" And Bubby scratches his head a little bit and says, "Well, you little leprechaun, I gotta tell you, it wasn't that bad." The little leprechaun is somewhat bemused by all of this and says, well, let's just say for the sake of discussion, how many times did you get laid last year? And Bubby says, "Well, there was, and 6 times. And the leprechaun says, "Well, really? Big guy, strong like you, hitting the driver 6 times in a year? That's not so good." Bubby looks up and says, "I don't think it's so bad for a Catholic priest from a small parish. I don't think it's so bad for a Catholic priest from a small parish. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bubby. Happy birthday to you. May you make a birdie putt every week. May the sun shine on your face as you take a leak. May the angel of mercy be your friend. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. May wisdom steal away your thoughts. May you have a month of Sundays you don't cough. May the roads you travel always bring you home. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. May the pictures in your mind be your life. May the song in your heart be your darling wife. May you live as long as you want to. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from all of us. A man breaks 70, there's a fuss. Happy birthday, my dear friend Bubby. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Bub, I hope to see you again real soon in the fairway. But in case you hit one off to the left, watch out for that leprechaun, lad. Happy birthday, friend. Love you. Bye.